iCarly had some banger episodes in its time, but there was one episode in season 2 that got people talking more than any other. And of course, I'm talking about iKiss. Up to this point in the series, we had only really seen hostility and straight up abusive behavior from Sam towards Freddie. And they also mentioned time and time again that Freddie had a crush on Carly.
We can be buds, but you gotta get over this crush thing.
I am over it. I'm in love with you. You just want to be friends, and I'm totally cool living with that constant pain.
So a kiss between Sam and Freddie was probably the last thing we all expected to happen. But after this episode, all bets were off, and some people became die-hard Seddie fans.
Sam and Freddie for the win!
No! You guys! Seddie!
Basically hoping the two characters would end up together in an unlikely romance, which the show would both encourage by giving us future episodes and plot lines involving Sam and Freddie dating, but also mock viewers for even caring about this romance in the first place, like in I Start a Fan War.
iCarly's about comedy. I know the whole who should date who thing can be fun to think about.
But don't get too caught up in that stuff, you know?
Sometimes you should just watch iCarly.
Pick a side, Nickelodeon. Is iCarly about romance plot lines or not? And iKiss is the episode that started it all, which, love it or hate it, does make it a pretty memorable and iconic episode in the series. This one pulled in nearly 6 million viewers when it premiered, making it one of the most watched episodes in season 2. Some people even considered it their favorite episode. And actually, if you look at the wiki for this episode, there's a fact in the trivia section that says, this is Spencer Millen's favorite episode of season 2. And I didn't know who the hell Spencer Millen was, or what he had to do with iCarly. So I tried to look him up, and yeah, I'm pretty sure no such person exists. Literally, who the fuck's Spencer Millen, man? So guys, watch out for those lazy YouTubers that just mindlessly read off facts from the wiki page in their videos, because those facts are complete bullshit half the time. Just saying. But as iconic as this episode may be, there are some unfortunate plot holes and inconsistencies that really fucking irritate me. So today, we're gonna take a look back at this wild episode that shook us all to our core in our childhoods. And I'll explain why the writing grinds my gears. You know, besides the whole message about kissing people who physically abuse you on a regular fucking basis. As always, if you like this one, give us a like and maybe even subscribe. God, I don't know what I'll do. I might just go outside and dig a hole in the ground and bury my nips in them if you do. I don't fucking know. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at AgroWasHere for a daily dose of nostalgia. And if you have any other episodes or shows you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. All right, let's dive in. So we start off the episode in the most Dan Schneider way possible, with a talking foot. And Dan himself actually provides the voice for the foot, which of course he does, of course. Why would Carly be watching that in the first place? Come on now. Really? Freddie busts into Carly's private place of living and asks her to hide him from Sam because he pulled a prank on her and she wants revenge. And it's now just dawning on me, why didn't he just run into his own apartment?
Come here, Benson!
You handcuffed her to Gibby?
She put a dead fish in my locker.
Gibby's way worse than a dead fish! My mom thinks I'm awesome!
Okay, a couple of things. First off, what is up with Gibby's hair? I can't tell if it looks like Teen Wolf or Trump. Also, Gibby looks like a fetus here. Also, how, logistically, did Freddie handcuff Sam to Gibby? Did he roofie them? What, were they just holding hands and he snuck up behind them with some handcuffs? I don't get how he pulled this off. And where did Freddie even get handcuffs for that matter? What? My God.
Now unlock me!
Gibby still had the handcuffs around his damn wrist. That's a shame. He's never getting them off. Sam threatens Freddie, telling him that she's gonna get his ass back, and she gets real ominous about it.
I'm gonna get you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm gonna get you.
I'm not scared.
Really?
Are you gonna throw up in it?
Uh-huh.
All right, Freddie, my man, it's time to grow a pair, buddy. And if he was able to walk off with the pot to go throw up somewhere, then why did he even need the pot? He could have just walked to the bathroom or even back to his own apartment. Why take an object people use for cooking to throw up in? Not cool, Freddie. Also, attempted theft, maybe? Maybe he wasn't even gonna throw up. Maybe he just really liked the look of that pot and wanted to bring it home. After the theme song, we get introduced to a really weird subplot with Spencer. where he says he wants to be a professional football player, even though besides this one episode, he's never shown to have any interest in sports at all.
The Seattle Cobras are holding open tryouts for the first time ever, and I'm going for it.
Okay. I realize they can't say Seattle Seahawks because the real team's name is copyrighted, I guess. But I looked it up, and the Seattle Cobras are actually a real thing too. The Seattle Cobras are a nationally ranked Paralympic sports team for blind and low vision athletes. They play a thing called goal ball. And to be honest, Spencer should be ashamed of himself for trying out for the Seattle Cobras when, to my knowledge, he doesn't have any kind of vision impairment whatsoever. But to be fair, that team didn't become a thing till 2019, and this episode came out in 2009, so I'll let him off easy on this one. Spencer tells Sam to throw him the ball, and then he'll run it through the apartment, and we get a nice shot of Freddy's apartment number, aka the dick emoticon. It's balls and a big old tip of the dick. Cut to the kids hanging out in the iCarly studio, and oh my god, the 3-star general is back again, baby! I don't know what it is with the costume department for this show that insists on putting my boy in these fits, but this is at least the 3rd sighting of the 3-star general brand so far. Sam and Carly complain about a terrible chick flick they just saw called The First Kiss, which leads them all to start talking about their actual first kiss.
Who was your first kiss?
Okay. It was Ben Hoopshire.
Nobody's last name is Hoopshire.
And this is actually a reference to the script manager of iCarly, Ben Hoopshire, who also worked on Victorious and Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. Sam claims she had her first kiss at a Cuddle Fish concert, and Cuddle Fish is a fictional rock band that's actually mentioned in several other episodes of iCarly.
I will be enjoying my Saturday while you videotape the auditions for me.
No, I'm going to see Cuddlefish play live at the Hawthorne on Saturday.
Not anymore.
Aw, come on!
You'll never guess who I saw at the Cuddlefish concert last night.
Who'd you see at the concert?
Our history teacher, Mr. Stern.
I need concert tickets. Cuddlefish, this Friday. I got these.
Oh my god!
Yeah?
Cuddlefish tickets!
Yeah, baby, let it out.
What was the name of that song? Was it, Break Lights by Cuddlefish?
Impressive.
That's a lot of mentions. Sam leaves to go get some food, and Carly starts to pester Freddy about who his first kiss was. He tries to dodge the question, then finally says that he hasn't actually had his first kiss yet. And I'm sorry, I know it's a dramatic scene, but what is Carly's outfit, dude? The vest buttons on top of more buttons? What in the world, bro? But back to the matter at hand. What Freddy just said,
I haven't had my first kiss.
it's just straight up not accurate. And even Carly knows it, aka the writers of iCarly know it, and they immediately try to acknowledge the continuity error themselves to try to explain it away. But that doesn't make it not an error.
What about that rotten girl you dated last year, Valerie? You kissed her, right?
No. Well, for like half a second at school with a bunch of other kids hanging around, but no, I've never had a real kiss.
Okay. So Freddy's saying that his kiss on the lips with a former girlfriend didn't count as a real kiss. But if we go back and actually watch the clip...
Have you kissed her yet?
Maybe. A little.
No way, did she puke?
You and me do a webcast together?
Uh-huh. We could do one every week starting tomorrow night.
I guess Carly and Sam could find another tech producer.
Aw, now that's my Freddy bear.
Looks like a real kiss to me.
I've never had a real kiss.
And I genuinely don't understand why this kiss with Valerie somehow doesn't count in Freddy's eyes. He says it's because it was only for a half second at school with a bunch of other kids hanging around. But Carly didn't say, so what was your first makeout session? Or even, what was your first kiss that was very romantic and took place in private? Like, excuse me? Come on now, what? I mean, look, to speak frankly, if I kiss someone else in a public shopping mall and tell my fiance, no, there was a lot of people around, it doesn't count as a real kiss. How do you think that's gonna fucking turn out? Freddy, you're dumb as hell. And by Freddy, I mean the iCarly writers. And to me, this is just weird as hell and makes no goddamn sense. I mean, I know it's a personal thing, I guess, whether or not you want to count something as your first kiss, but that was objectively a kiss on the lips with a girl he was dating.
We've gone out together every night this week so far. I'd say we're almost officially boyfriend and girlfriend.
But of course, we need some drama. So it turns out Sam overheard Freddy's virginity confession, and she's got a devious little look on her face. Cut to Spencer watching football, and Carly roasts his ass for being lazy and out of shape, and she tells him he needs to work out more if he wants to make it onto the Seattle Cobras. She offers to be his exercise coach, and then we cut to him pushing her around in a wheelbarrow, which that isn't football training either. We also get some pretty funny obvious body doubles when he starts to pull her up the stairs too. Carly's arms literally turn all buff within a moment's notice. Cut to iCarly, where they actually have what I consider to be one of the only clever segments of the web show we ever see, where they parody a teen girl rom-com trailer and call it Kelly Cooper Terrible Movie. And I'll admit, it gets a bit of a chuckle out of me.
I can't be your boyfriend.
You can be whatever you want to be, Chad.
And I'm sorry to do this again, but what is Carly wearing, bro? I'm livid. The denim corset over a fucking loud pattern long sleeve shirt? What? Bro, the costume department must have hated her. Sam says she has an announcement for the viewers before they wrap up the show and drops the bomb on everyone.
Freddy's never kissed a girl. Never, not once.
Which is not true.
I heard him say so myself, and Carly's a witness. Later.
Carly, you could have played it off like a joke or something. Why'd you take it so seriously, Carly?
You just ruined Freddy's life!
Cut to school the next day, where Freddy doesn't want to go inside because he thinks everyone will laugh at him and make fun of him. And this is the next part of the episode that makes no sense. Sure enough, he's right, and people start bullying him and mocking him right away. Guys make kissy faces at him, a bunch of little girls laugh at him, and even a teacher calls him out.
The important thing is to be proud of yourself. You need to face the world with shoulders cocked and say, I am Freddie Benson and I have never kissed a girl.
And this reaction from the general public is completely out of line. This episode is only from season 2, meaning the characters are supposed to be around 14 years old, maybe 15, which is a perfectly reasonable age to have your first kiss, or to not have had one yet, on the other hand. It's not like they're seniors about to go off to college. They are still very young here. Bro can't even see an R-rated movie yet at this age. Bro can't legally purchase Grand Theft Auto at GameStop. They're goddamn kids. And being inexperienced with girls at this age, it's not that weird at all. Yet they're all acting like he's the biggest embarrassment of all time. And I know. But kids just love to bully each other. They don't need a good reason. They just do it. Sure. But Freddy's secret about not being kissed is seen as such a mark of shame that even the teachers get in on it and call him out. It's so over the top to the point where it doesn't even make a lick of sense. Look, the average age of a first kiss is around 15 years old. Haha, what a loser. He's normal and average. Imagine being one of those kids in the hallway that saw the kiss with your own eyes, and then suddenly every kid in school is now making fun of Freddy for never being kissed. Imagine being Valerie for that matter, and seeing a guy that you kissed be roasted publicly for never being kissed. Cut to Spencer at the apartment when Gibby shows up, ready to be his personal trainer for the day in place of Carly. Spencer tells him that his services aren't needed because he realized he doesn't qualify for the Seattle Cobras due to not being vision impaired. Gibby then throws hot coffee on his face, hoping to damage his vision to help solve the problem so he can resume training. Just kidding. Gibby thought it was water, and Spencer is just lazy and doesn't want to work out. Then Spencer basically pays him $10 to go away.
Here's $10. You take a bus and I'll run there, and that way I'll get even more exercise.
Why can't I just run with you?
Trust me, this is a great plan.
Cut to Carly getting ready for iCarly when Sam shows up all nonchalantly, not caring that she's essentially ruined Freddy's life.
Okay, he stayed home from school all week. He missed 2 iCarly rehearsals, and now he's gonna miss the show?
He stayed home from school all week? That's considered truancy, Freddy. The school doesn't care about how you're feeling on the inside. You legally have to go to school if you're under 18, buddy. Get your ass in class.
You like ruined his whole life and you don't even care.
All right, I'll go apologize.
It doesn't even matter if you apologize. Kids are still gonna give him a hard time because you can't take back what you said. We gotta start the show.
Well, how can I do the show now that you made me feel all depressed?
I don't know, just get in front of the camera and do it.
Damn. Miranda Cosgrove's acting in this scene really gets me. I feel like I'm learning a life lesson and being put in my damn place. It's also cool to see Carly actually stand up for Freddy for once, because normally whenever Sam abuses Freddy right in front of her, she doesn't give a fuck, or she straight up takes Sam's side and victim blames him.
He's the one who overreacted and started this whole brouhaha.
Brouhaha?
You can't say things like brouhaha and not expect people to hit you.
But also, how are they about to do iCarly without Freddy's help? In the season 1 episode, I Will Date Freddy, you know, the same one where he gets kissed! It's a major issue for them in the plot that they absolutely cannot do the web show without Freddy.
Now what? We can't do the show without someone doing the tech stuff.
To the point where they need to replace him with the sneezy kid Jeremy, or just straight up cancel the show. But now suddenly, they can just do it on their own without help?
Carly and I are about to have our very first Meatball War!
They just love wasting food on iCarly, damn. Remember when they smashed all those eggs, too? Sheesh.
Before we start our meatball war, I want to say something. On the last iCarly, I told you guys that Freddy never kissed anyone. And for all you people out there who've been teasing Freddy about it, lay off. Because I bet a whole lot of you haven't kissed anyone either, including me.
I can still remember the oh shit moment that this was when I first watched it as a kid. I was shook. Carly pauses the webcast and shows the viewers an image of a man with shrimp up his nose. So she even knows how to do advanced live editing moves? Okay, guess they barely even need a technical producer anymore. Better start looking for a new job, Freddy. My God.
You lied so people would stop teasing Freddy.
I didn't lie.
You've seriously never kissed anyone?
You shocked?
Yeah, but just because you always seemed so willing.
What? I feel like Carly just roasted the shit out of Sam, but tried to do it politely. I'm just shocked you haven't kissed anyone, Sam, because you seem to be so goddamn trashy and easy. It's basically what she was saying. But to be honest, I'm on Carly's side with thinking it's hard to believe. In fact, I straight up don't believe it at all. In the season 1 episode, I Hate Sam's Boyfriend, the entire plot is about how Sam is too obsessed with her obnoxious boyfriend, Jonah, to the point that she spends every second with him, and it annoys the hell out of Carly.
Shh, Jonah just texted me. The back of your head is totally cute. Aw, he's thinking about the back of my head.
Not just thinking about it, I'm looking at it.
Hey, I missed you.
I missed you too. Come on, let's go.
Okay, the fruit.
I sniffed it.
You're telling me that these two clingy, obsessed motherfuckers never once kissed. I call bullshit, especially because it's the same episode Jonah tries to kiss Carly, implying that he's a boy with some willingness to smooch. He's got kissing on the mind, he's got it on the agenda. So why then did he never once try to kiss Sam, Put it back on the shelf, cause I ain't buying it. But whatever. Now it's time for the big ending scene, the moment we've all been waiting for. And this one is honestly pretty iconic. Sam goes out and finds Freddy on the fire escape, and he tells her that what she did on the webcast was really brave. And she apologizes to him, and it's a really sweet scene. But I can't help but wonder, are the viewers still sitting there, waiting, looking at the man with shrimp up his nose, while the show is just paused? Are they literally just staring at him this entire time? Also, does Sam plan on just going right back and having the meatball war after this heart-to-heart?
You really never kissed anyone?
Nope. Sometimes I just wish I could get it out of the way.
Yeah, no, me too.
This shit had me on the edge of my goddamn seat when I was a kid. I was freaking the hell out, man.
I was just gonna say...
That we should kiss?
You're gonna break my arm now, right?
No.
To be honest, I remember always thinking that this was top-notch acting from Jeanette McCurdy because she seems so nervous and awkward, which is completely realistic for how a kid this age would feel and act during a moment like this. But as it turns out, in her autobiography, I'm Glad My Mom Died, which is a great book, she wrote that she struggled to film this scene and that she wanted her first kiss to be a real first kiss, not a kiss for a TV show. So it turns out she was greatly uncomfortable with the entire scene, unfortunately. And it sucks that what I thought was just great acting was really her feeling awkward and uncomfortable for real. And to make matters worse, she also had to film this scene 6 times. If you haven't listened to her book or read it, I honestly recommend the audiobook. She recorded it herself, and you can really feel the emotion in her voice. But honestly, if I try not to think about the sad real-life part of it, this scene is definitely one of the most memorable and iconic scenes from the entire iCarly series. And it's a sweet moment opposite between the two characters in my opinion. I'll give him that. So even though it makes no sense for Freddy to say that he's never been kissed, and it makes no sense how the entire community reacted to this secret being outed, and it low-key makes no sense that Sam hadn't been kissed either, if all those things had to be overlooked in order for us to get this juicy drama, I guess it's worth it for some bad writing. But actually, it pisses me off how inconsistent the continuity is. I'm disappointed. Personally, I'm not a Seddie fan, but I can't deny that it was nice seeing a remorseful and more genuine side to Sam come out at the end of the episode. I hate that it was a terrible experience for Jeanette McCurdy to film the ending scene, because to me, that scene is the best part of the episode for how raw it feels. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think of iKiss? Does it bother you that the whole plot is built around Freddy never being kissed before, when that is objectively fucking false? Or do you not really care about the cold hard facts as long as there's juicy drama? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. As always, I gotta give a big sopping wet of a kiss of a shout out to the channel members and Patreon members. I'd give each and every one of you a big sloppy wet kiss if I could. The kind of kiss that even Fredward Benson would definitely have to count as real. But sadly, I cannot. Thank you for the support. Either way, and if you're still here, make sure you're subscribed and check out some other videos. You might have a good time, you might not. I can't make any promises. All right, thanks for listening.